We're back, exploring Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and... Wait, where's Tony? He's been present for every video so far, but he's not here now. Tony? You back here, Tony? There you... Oh. Sorry, pal. I'll wait outside. We're exploring the rest of the levels in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. We got a few interesting spots to show off. It's always cool how they can pack so many neat details into such small stages. Welcome to Video Game World Tours. The first stage of the video is Canada. Tony, I don't think you're appropriately dressed for the climate. Do you want to go change? Alright, if you get hypothermia, that's on you. This is actually the first stage in the series to feature snow. And no, I'm not counting Hangar from THPS 2. That's only a little bit hidden away in a secret area. There's so much here. This is kind of a cozy location. All the snow, the trees, log cabins. I bet a retreat here would be a blast. How about this parking lot? I don't know, something feels off about it. I'm starting to develop a sixth sense with this series when it comes to things that appear mostly realistic at first glance, but seem weird upon closer inspection. Like over here is the skate park. This is a permanent fixture of this space. And then there's all these kickers and other temporary skate objects. These are pieces that can be removed to bring this parking lot back to its original state. But what about this rail? It's embedded into the ground. Or this curved quarter pipe. That seems like it could be a temporary object, but the way the railing goes into it, it looks permanent. There's this bulldozer that doubly functions as a quarter pipe. That's cool. Over here you'll see two of them on either side of the ramp you roll in on. But if you go behind them, there's no bulldozer. There's nothing even holding them up. They're just magically floating in an upright position. Do you think someone should have been fired for that blunder? Let me know in the comments. This log cabin. That pretzel sense of mine is going off. There's something weird with it. Oh my god, it's massive! Look at how high up the window is. It's like this was built for humans literally twice as tall as Tony here. Though maybe that's the second floor? I wonder if... There's no door. Great. This log cabin doesn't have a door. The only way to the outside world from inside is through this window. Though maybe these are doors in Canada. I've never been there. I can't say with 100% certainty that Canadians don't use windows as doors. And you can't as well, because you've never been there either. Food for thought. Last little thing here. This tree. This is insanely big, isn't it? Even compared to some of the biggest trees in the real world, this still seems too big. And on top of that stump is another tree going right out of it. That tree has absurdly long branches. I gotta get out of the stage, it's frying my brain. Sorry, Canada, I'm just not built for what you got. Suburbia is up next. This is a weird stage. So there's this house, right? This is what I picture when I hear the word suburbia. And the house right beside it is... alright. I feel it doesn't quite match the vibes of the first one, but sure. Maybe not every house on this block is going to be in the same price bracket. Beside that house is a trailer park. And beside that is a spooky haunted mansion. Sure. Why not? Imagine buying your nice upper middle class home and having to live across the street from Monster House. Well, with all these different homes, surely there's some interesting details to find. Of course there is, like this little leaf tornado next to the really nice house. There's a couple of them actually. I like this inclusion. It's a silly little whimsical natural quirk. I wish I could see more of these in real life, to be honest. And the home has a little home security sign in the front garden. Protected by MY9. I wonder if that's a reference to something. Nothing's jumping out at me. Maybe it is to you. I don't know. I'm just a guy. Behind the not-so-well-off house is a couple of dudes grilling. Hell yeah. Mind if I have some, brother? Oh, hey! No need for all that. Alright, I can take a hint. This trailer park is a nice little skate spot. Though imagine if your home was transformed into this. Piles of dirt and a ramp on one side with people jumping over your trailer. I wouldn't want that personally, but that's just me. Lots of sheets hanging up. And some underwear. Lovely. Oh my god, look at that truck! It's insanely small. I think this feeling is more bizarre than being right up against something that's bigger than it should be. Tony feels like a giant compared to this truck. Like it's a little tykes. This is so adorable. Just out of bounds is a plane that goes around in a loop. Pretty low to the ground. Wonder why. Hopefully the pilot knows what they're doing. Over here is a little construction site. Not really sure what they're constructing, but they're definitely doing something. Maybe their goal is to just build a skate park. Maybe in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater world, skating is just as popular as basketball, and skate parks are as plentiful as basketball courts. That'd be an interesting bit of world building. Out of bounds on this side of the stage are the remains of a house. There's a fire still burning. I wonder what happened to it. Was it set on fire on purpose? Is this a case of arson? Or was it a genuine accident? Was someone cooking up some fries and burned down their Nanu's house? A truly tragic tale. Oh, there's a cute little ice cream truck driving around the stage, just looping over and over, hoping some kids will eventually come out and buy something. But alas, the customers never come. The driver is forced to perpetually drive in a circle, waiting for people that will never arrive, eternally stuck here, his own personal Tartarus. I think that's it for this stage. It's just a cute little suburban neighborhood. No creepy or otherwise ominous houses to speak of. Kinda forgot about that. Alright, we'll give it a look over. Even just being outside the house is spooky. The stone below you, the fencing, the exterior of the house, not getting good vibes from this, that's for sure. On the side of the building is actually an opening that lets you go inside. That's a lot of skulls. I'm going to assume those are real skulls and not fake ones bought from Spirit Halloween. Pretty sure that's the most logical assumption. Jumping over this wall lets you into the spookiest skating area you've ever seen. Fog, lit torches, terrifying skeleton hands reaching up from their grave. I don't think I've ever been more frightened in my life. Jumping up here lets you see a bit more of the interior. Okay, now that's just too many bats. Oh my god, this is just so damn spooky. A floating coffin and candelabra? I've had enough of this stage. I didn't sign up for the fright of my life with this game. Skater Island is one of the game's competition stages. Seems simple and unassuming, just like every other plain skate park we've looked at. Not much to say here. Or at least, that's what you'd think at first glance. There's actually something hiding within this stage. Something you might not have ever even noticed as a kid. It's not like this stage has goals to guide you to the secret. You're just supposed to get a high score in the competition and then move on. But if for whatever reason, you happen to grind this flag, one of the doors on the other side of the stage opens, revealing a truly bizarre sight. Apparently, this skater warehouse is located right on a beach next to a pirate ship. Going outside triggers a cutscene where cannons blast a hole in the side of the building. I was gonna suggest maybe the pirates were really into skating and they built this skate park for themselves, but I doubt they'd destroy their own building. And wait, the exterior of that building is weird too. It's built with this sandstone brick or something. Definitely not what you'd expect going off the walls on the inside. Surely there's gotta be some other weird details around here. Nice ship, I guess. Oh hey, look at that! Treasure down below. Seems like a lot of treasure for some modern day pirates. Though I guess I don't know how much loot like this there is left to be found out at sea. If you do a lip trick on this rail, you can see a pirate and his parrot just chilling. Good for them. You guys enjoy your day off. Guess that's it. Oh hey, a cruise ship. Neat. Airport is an iconic stage. I mentioned this in one of my earlier THPS tours, but there's something special in these games about stages that are just normal places you see in everyday life. Everyone's seen an airport before. A lot of people have walked around in one. But what would it be like to skate in one? This game lets you figure that out for yourself. Well, first off, this is Hawk Air, so I guess Tony owns the whole airport. Before you even start traversing down the main hallway, there's a little detour you can take off to the side. Sneaking through here as a piece of baggage leads you to a small outdoor space. There's a helicopter, and of course, if you grind the blades, it'll take off. I love that trope in these games. So not only do you get to skate around an airport, you get to skate around the private area of an airport. How cool is that? Alright, back to the main path. These bathrooms stick out to me, and I don't quite know why. I think it might be because of how you can walk in and out of them if you just keep going forward. This is a linear stage designed to guide you towards the end, so it makes sense from a level design perspective not to create a dead end. I've just never seen a bathroom like this personally. One could exist, I'm sure it does. Though one without a toilet? Not so sure about that. Nothing super interesting on the flight schedule. Would have expected an Easter egg or something here for sure. Here's customs. There's some super low resolution text, but I can thankfully make it out. Prepare for a full body cavity search. Sounds like my kind of party. And the No Bomb 2000. I'm sure that thing does its job well. Not far past that is security. Hard to make this one out as well. I think it says all bags and passengers must be secured. This checkpoint doesn't sound as fun as customs. Past a lounge area and down some escalators, you arrive at the gates. When I was thinking about this stage and how it's an airport and all, I was kinda confused about where the gates would be. I didn't recall seeing them during my normal playthroughs. But sure enough, they turned them into ramps for this game. It's funny all the things level designers will just turn into ramps. Like, think about how many ramps you see like this in your daily life versus how many you see in a game like this. It's funny how they add details like that to real-life spots we're so familiar with. Before we visit the final stage, let's take a brief look at the Create a Park feature. Specifically, parks pre-made by Neversoft to show off what's possible. I quite literally never messed around with this feature when I played through the series as a kid, so I genuinely don't know what any of these will look like. All I have to go off of are the names. Chicken Coop 2, why not? Oh wow, this looks really nice. They put a lot of effort into this. Granted, it doesn't really flow very well, but it's visually nice. Not sure why it's called Chicken Coop 2 though. Let's do Trailer Attraction next. Oh my god, this is tiny. Where the hell am I? I gotta say, that's kind of a nasty level design trick. To have this quarter pipe tempt you into getting air with it, only to have nowhere for you to land going to the left. So what's over here? Oh wow, guess this is a long stage. Not very pleasant to traverse, I'll say that much. And at the end is nothing. Well, there's a pool you can get in to go back to the beginning if you really want to. I can't imagine trying to genuinely play this stage. Wonder what the world record is for score on here. Alright, one more stage. Glenn's Love Grotto. Sure, why not? Okay, it's another long one. Great. I gotta say, it is kinda cool this is a feature in the game. Even if the tools they give you for this mode aren't nearly as powerful as the ones they use to create the actual stages for the game, they're just powerful enough to let you get away with some interesting ideas. I wonder what bizarre tracks were made by kids back in the day that nobody else got to play. Tracks that are just sitting on someone else's memory card. Almost like treasures sunk to the bottom of the sea, just waiting to be discovered. Wait, was that gap called sweaty table-on-table action? Okay, time to move on. The final stage is Cruise Ship. Remember that? We saw it just off the coast of Skater Island. And look over there, could that be it? Perchance. This has kind of the same appeal as Airport. It's cool to see a normal space transformed into a skateboarding playground. There's a lovely museum you can visit. So many beautiful photographs and pieces that no doubt tell the long and storied history of this ship. I bet it's seen many a journey throughout its life, and it surely has many more to come. And look up there, a propeller. I bet that's the one that was used on its maiden voyage. It had to be replaced at some point, but now it sits up there gracefully, looking over all the guests it never got to see while down in the water. Hey, that looks like a very grindable ledge. Oh, Ooh. Oh, thank God he's safe. I think the boat hit a freak wave and that's what caused it. Yeah. My favorite spot in this stage is in the atrium. Something about the amber glass, the stone path, and all this greenery really speaks to me. It'd be a cool spot anywhere, but on a boat, definitely doesn't get any cooler than that. Oh, apparently there's an Easter egg in this room. If you break all the glass surrounding it, the captain of the ship will start speaking over the intercom, and there's this whole exchange over it. Oh, I'm not going to show it off. I'm too lazy. You can find it on YouTube somewhere. And with that, we're done with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Admittedly, this is the only one of these games I didn't play religiously as a kid. I played 1, 2, and from 4 all the way to American Wasteland, but I never played 3. It has some interesting stages, I'll admit. But the best is yet to come. Get subscribed so you'll see when I upload my next video exploring these games, as we continue our journey through Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Thanks for watching.